Hey, hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to the studio. I thought I would come live and just work on this piece. I started this on Tuesday. It's not too big, but a little bit bigger than I normally do during my classes. This is one that I taught on Tuesday in my Creators Club. And I thought I would just come live as I kind of did some of those finishing touches, and thought I would just show up and say hello, answer any kind of questions that all of you may have. If you have any about your art projects or your furniture painting projects, whatever it may be, you have some time with me right now, so feel free to ask any questions. So if you happen to be brand new here, welcome. We are located in Zanesville, Ohio, about an hour east of Columbus. So I always love it when I get to see your faces. Hello, Jean. And also, if you are brand new, make sure you say hello. Don't be shy. Everybody kind of knows everybody in our little community here. And we've grown and we're all getting pretty close. So it's kind of a cool thing. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting some of the top layers on this piece. So I've already started over here, and I don't know how well y'all can see, so I may pull in just a little bit more and let you guys see. One thing that I'm going to do while I'm live with you is I'm going to put a little bit of the golden ticket on this kind of right side of my canvas here. After I get a quick drink of water. How are you, Jean? Okay, let me go find it. It's right here. I just got my golden ticket, and you guys, I've been out of this for a minute. So I do have several tubs of these in. I have like 5 in right now. What is hi Kathleen, that's a great question. I love it when y'all over on YouTube are so good about like asking questions about art and things like that. I love that. So she's asking, what is actually the difference between acrylic and oil-based paint? So it kind of be the difference, well, there's oil in it. So oil is going to give you, I'm going to move my light. Oil's going to dry slower, so you have more time to work. So a lot of times the oil painters, they may be working on the same painting for days and days and days, and it's still wet, which acrylic painters work for days and days too. However, we are working in layers on top of layers that we can't necessarily blend. Now, that's why I want to put some focus on the DIY paint that I actually sell, because it's clay-based, so you can reactivate it. So no, it isn't an oil paint or anything, but I can totally, so let me show you. Like an oil paint, you can come back in and start working and blending and that sort of thing. So I can do the same thing with the DIY paint. So let me just saturate this down pretty well. So you can see it's water absorbing. You want to give it just a second, a few seconds. And you're going to let it sit, absorbing. And then I'm going to take my finger, and you can see how I just blended that. Let me pull you in a little bit closer. It's a great question, though. See that? So I'm going to start moving this around. So that's something that is kind of the best of both worlds, which is why I like working with the DIY paint, because no, it's not an oil, but it does carry some characteristics of the oil as far as being able to walk away from it. Even though it dries, you can come back, reactivate, and away you go. So oils, I don't even think I don't work a lot with oils. I quit using oils back when my daughter was born. My daughter happened to be a preemie. She was a premature baby. And so her lungs weren't completely formed or anything yet. So we've always been very, very careful with the products that we have in our home and things that she might breathe in. She's fine though. She's 17 now. But so when that happened and I had her, I completely quit using any oils. So you don't have to use like turpentine or anything, you know, like a mineral spirit or anything like that to clean your brushes. You can just use water to clean your brushes with any of the water-based paints or acrylics, latex, acrylics, clay-based paint. All three of these paints you can use clean up just with water. So you can't do that with an oil paint. Oil paints are very, very vibrant in pigmentation and color, okay? And that's why like all the masters have used them. But I will tell you, with technology and the way that they can make things now, we can get some really, really vibrant colors with our natural paints and our acrylics and latex now. So you can also use your paints together, meaning you can use your acrylics with your oils. Now, there is a kind of a little trick to that. You want to make sure that your water-based paints are first, and then you could come in right at the last stages and touch it with different things with the oils. And that's going to really, really change your look of your painting. That's going to take it, so all of those layers on there is going to give it more depth. It's going to change, it's just going to have a deeper, more luxurious kind of a feel once you start adding layers of the oils. So once in a while I do that, but the thing is with the oils, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks for it to really, really cure. So if it's something that I know somebody wants and it's going to sell, I don't always like to put oils on the top because the person I know is waiting on it. I mean, if they are okay, you know, I'm talking like a few months. It has to cure for like a few months before you can, I wouldn't want to send it. So yay, the connection is really good. I'm so glad. How are you, Carrie? So is this similar to chalk paint? Kathleen, this is it's a chalk style paint, but it's clay based. It's the only clay based that I know of out there. So it doesn't have just a clay additive. There's actually no acrylic or latex in the DIY paint, which I haven't actually showed you. That's what that is. So all of my base that I've used here is with the DIY paint brand. And as I'm coming up forward, I am using different acrylics. And I've got Master's Touch, I've got Liquitex, I've got, what other brands? Just, you know, whatever I can get a hold of. This one, I really like this from, it's the Raw Sienna. I really like that one too. I'm almost out of it. So I have several different brands of the acrylic. So you can work in layers, and you can tell right here where I've added the acrylic. Look at the after. This is after I'm using acrylic. This is before. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a sample of that. Hi, Jean. You received your gift and it's beautiful. I'm so happy. Yay! I'm so happy. Thank you for your patience on that, Jean. She had ordered a piece of pottery and it broke in the mail, and so my sister had to make some more, and we sent her a little extra prize, a little extra gift. So, okay, so enough chit chat. We'll still chit chat. Okay, I've seen people use DIY for furniture. Exactly. Yep, it is. That's kind of what it was formulated for, really, was, it was formulated for furniture. But, why not? It's a wonderful product. So when you're using something with the chalk-like paint on it, you want to make sure that you get it sealed pretty nicely. I'm using the color Blue Iris right now, and I just dripped it. You didn't see that though, did you? And I'm just kind of adding some touches inside here. Now, the thing about the clay-based paint is it's flat, okay? Until you add your whatever top coat your sealer is going to be. So it's going to be kind of flat, which is why it's kind of really cool to go ahead and add the acrylics over the top. It really just gives it that extra oomph. You know, it pulls the eye in. And when you are creating a painting, especially something that, you know, you either want to hang in your house or you want to sell, you want to draw the eye in. You want this piece to be even better when it shows up at the person's door than what they even, you know, could think of. Like the picture, you know? You want it to be just really, really full of just lots of lovely marks and movement and some color, little peaks of color, even little hints that maybe that the camera can't necessarily pick up, but when they get it, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so much better than what I even thought of, you know? I'm going to just dip in to some water right now so that I can keep that paint that I just put on. I'm just using my finger right now. And I'm going to just kind of soften a little bit of this Blue Iris out a little bit. So you will probably, those of you that follow all of the ladies there on Facebook, you will probably see some similar versions of this painting because it is one that I taught. Hi, Renee. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. If you love my shirt, you're really going to love my pants. Oh, the macrame? Kathleen, that just hit my website today. I haven't even advertised it yet. So if you love boho, but you love farmhouse and shabby chic, and you can't make a decision of what you like best, this is one of all of them because I've got some old chippy like pillars that I've bought, and we use it to upcycle with, but I collaborated with a local artist here, and we created that kind of together. And it's definitely a one-of-a-kind piece. And we have more things up our sleeve that we're going to be doing, but that's the only one of its kind. And like I said, I don't have it. I mean, I just now loaded it like an hour ago, I think, on my website. So if anybody does like it and want it, I would suggest grab it up. The last one we did sold in 2 days. So because they are very, they're different, you know, they're not the normal. You're not going to find something like that at the Hobby Lobby, right? And that's kind of our goal. As she and I, it's Naughty Boho Designs is the name of her business, the gal that I'm working with. And our thought is like, when she does pieces in here with me, like I want it to be completely different even than what she has on her website or, you know, so kind of throwing in both of our personalities into it. And since I love a good upcycle, that's kind of what we're working on. So right now I'm just working these layers of Blue Iris over top of all these yummy layers of purples and deep teal, and it's kind of this raw sienna looks like this kind of this golden rust kind of a color. Thank you, Jean. My website is girlupcycledstudio.com. And actually, I think I will, since y'all have been asking about it, I will drop the link to that, the piece behind me. Because since I just now put it on, sometimes, unless you have a direct link to it, sometimes it's hard to find for the first day. So I'll make sure that I drop that for you. Let me see if I can find a banner. Well, I thought I had my website banner ready, and I don't know. I may not. I don't think I do. Okay, I don't think I do. That's all right. I'll drop it for you. Okay, so that was blue iris. I think I need to add a little smidgen more up here. And this is an abstract, so very expressive, impressionistic kind of a piece. So what that means, if you are new to painting or you're not sure what the style is, so impressionistic is like, right, it's not a defined floral where you're seeing every single petal that is pulled out, but yet you're getting that illusion, that hint, that impression, right? Hence impressionistic. 3216. Wait a minute. What's that? What's that mean? 3216. Did I miss something, guys? I'm not sure what I did. Pick a number. Oh, shoot, guys. I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sorry. That was mean, wasn't it? I didn't even know that was up there, guys. That was from a... I feel like I need to give y'all some paint now. Okay, hold on. Let's start over. How funny is that? I was like, what? Why are you guys putting numbers up? Okay, let me write a number down. So it's there, okay? Luckily, I just got my paint in. Let's see. Here's the thing. Yeah, can you hear me? Is there no sound? No sound? Can you hear me? Okay, I have a number written down. You hear? Hi, Stacy. Okay, we're going to do this over. So all of you that guessed, you're going to have to put it, or I guess you don't have to put it back in, but I'm going to put this back up here. We will do a giveaway. Just a little, I'll give you a little tub, a little sample, okay? Sorry about that. I was looking for my my website. There it is right there, so y'all could see. So yeah, if you want a little sample of paint, we'll just do a little giveaway for you. Huh. Surprise, surprise, huh? Surprise to me. All right, but I like to do giveaways. All right, let's keep working and see what we want to do. Keep guessing. And also, let me know what your favorite color is. I would love to know what your favorite color is. And maybe I'll do some projects with your favorite color. If you have used the DIY paint, tell me what your favorite color is. So funny. Yellow! Maggie likes yellow. Also, you probably like this painting then, don't you, Maggie? So I'm going to use, this is ultramarine right now, which is just this, look at that pop of color. I don't know if you can see that. Boom. Really, really cool. It's really going to pop as I start layering these top layers on here. And I'm using a knife, a little paint knife right now. And I'm just kind of ever so lightly tapping in and putting that color in there. Key to using the knife is to just tap it in lightly. Turquoise! Stacy likes turquoise. You're my kind of girl. Stacy! Me too. I love me some bright turquoise like Gold 57. I love that. It's really making it pop. Can y'all see the difference of this layer that I'm putting in here? You kind of have fun and kind of give it a lot of texture and movement with the knife too, if you want. I have to say, y'all are really quick on the draw. Y'all were like on it. I was like, what? What's the numbers? It's a happy mistake, right? I have some orders to send out this week anyway, so just old 57. I hear you, girl. Let me pull this in so you can maybe see. There, I think you're able to see the colors that I'm putting on now. See the difference that it makes. This will be up on the website. I'm going to get it done. It's a nice one. Nice size. I'm really liking that ultramarine that we just put in. Blue iris. This is actually, I used blue iris earlier. Oh, blue iris is your favorite. Yeah, that's probably one of my tops. One of my top ones, I have to say. Let me see. You guys need to keep guessing between 1 and 50. And the first one that I see that hits the number is the one that will get the little tub of paint. I didn't, Stacy. It's still here, and you know what? I don't even have it listed yet. I'm so slow to getting everything listed for some reason. I really like that one though. Sometimes I feel like I get secretly attached to them, and it's hard for me. Like I have to live with it for a while. It's the only thing I can think of. Like, why else would I not be getting it on the website? I've got my owl piece that I have actually two people. I have a buyer and a backup buyer on my owl piece. Do you guys remember that one with the girl? All I have to do is just do some final finishing touch up on the top and then put her eyes in, touch up her skin. I mean, I'm literally on the final layer and like I'm just stuck. Not stuck as far as can't do it. It's like I don't know. I think I get a little attached to them sometimes for some reason, especially that one with the owl. That has a like different meaning in our family, and so I don't know. So I got to get over that, right? Right. This poor lady, she's like, "Do you still want me to buy that? Like, I still want it." I'm like, "Yes, I promise. One of these days I'll get it done." It's hard to say goodbye sometimes, guys. Is anybody else like that when they get attached to something that you've done? Yes, Marianne, I'm using acrylics over the DIY paint. And we were just talking about you can also do oils over top of this. So you can do, like right now I'm doing layers of the acrylic. See what happens, the depth that it gives it. Yeah, a little bit closer. See that? So after that dries, you can also go in with oils if you wanted to give it a whole other kind of vibe, right? You can see the difference without acrylic, with acrylic. See how it looks flat right here? And as we're coming forward in the painting, boom, it's just kind of popping out at you. That's the good stuff, gang. That's the good stuff. I'm just very, ever so lightly dragging that knife. And I usually hold it pretty light when I'm using a knife. A lot of times I drop it because I hold it so lightly that sometimes it moves around a little bit. Thank you, Marianne. Marianne, did I just get an order from you? I'm thinking your last name. Seems like I just saw your last name. I'm thinking that it might have been you. Maybe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Keep guessing. And I will just, as long as I have, I just got a load in yesterday of paint, so I should be good to go. What kind of top sealer is good for artwork? If for this one, I'll probably just use Big Top or some kind of a seal like that. So if I was using oil on this, I'd have to use some kind of a lacquer seal, right? So I urge you guys to give it a try. If you've not tried any kind of impressionistic style art, I would love for you to give it a try. Yes, you placed an order a little while back. Maybe I already sent it then, if it's been too long. I had an order, I sent out yesterday, I believe. I had a pretty big load that went out yesterday, so yours might have been in there. I just know I seem like I recognize that name. Thank you guys so much for sharing this out too. Hello, Sue. How are you today? Hello, hello. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do too, and I like to work in kind of like rotation when I work on pieces, and it's usually a little bit easier when I have a piece that's at least this big to work in rotation. It's a little bit harder with the small piece, but so I'm going to work over here. This is completely dry, and then I'll just kind of let that dry for a little second or two. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some golden ticket. I like to shake this really good because it's metallic. It's a gold metallic, and it likes to settle on the bottom a little bit. So this is what that looks like. I tried using copper on this. You can see a little smidgen up here. Did not care for the copper. It's too much contrast for me. So although I do love the copper, it just didn't happen to be right for this piece. So you can kind of play around. Play around with your colors. And if you don't like something, you can just easily change it. Right, guys? We're talking, it's just paint. Hey, how's everybody doing, by the way, today, gang? It's just been a really long haul. This has been possibly the longest summer in history, and I have to say I feel kind of bad for the kids, the kiddos, and the teens, and probably the little kids probably don't care, but the teenagers, I just feel bad for them this year, having to deal with everything and not being able to enjoy their summer at the pool and the usual things that teens like to do, right? And then also the elderly. I feel bad for the elderly that are, we have family members that are getting up there in years and they don't live in our town, so we don't really see them too much. So I'm just kind of crisscrossing here. Everybody's still guessing. So what are you doing to pass your time through the days, the long days at home, and are you guys missing out on your summertime activities and your barbecues? I know I am. I really miss all of our, really all of our freedom, I feel like, that we had that we kind of don't have anymore. I hate to say that, but it's kind of what it is. I'm missing it. I'm hoping that you're all connecting somehow, some way with people and art is a great, great release. It's a great way to not only connect with people, but it's also very therapeutic, you know? Using like large kind of cross hatching motion as I'm laying this in. Have any of you traveled anywhere? Have you gone on vacation? Are you doing a staycation? Maybe you're going to do something closer to home this year. Tell me what you're going to get into, and maybe we can encourage and give some other people here some ideas. I would like to encourage you guys, of course, to create. If you're unable to leave the house, you're stuck at home by yourself, get some canvas, get some different things, and create along with me one day. There's lots of videos out there that you could follow along to, but also there's some things you can do around your home, state parks you could go to, make it special. Do a packed lunch and make it an event. If it's just you and your spouse, or maybe you and your best friend or your sister, whoever is in your quarantine crowd that you can be around, I urge you guys to take little day trips and, you know, be lighthearted and do things that are going to raise that endorphin level, you know, in your mind and in your spirit, where you can get through the day and feel good, right? So if you just keep yourself locked away in your house, it's not going to be too healthy for you. Wow. Really, really, really look at the difference that golden ticket made. That's beautiful. I'll give you guys a close-up here in a minute. Remember to wipe your little knives off. We have some painting, junk journaling, reading, painting. No vacations for Judy. Lisa Lee, she says she's going to the North Shore of Lake Superior in September. How fun. Oh, you're going to paint the fall colors. I'm so jealous. Hi, Joan. How are you? Hello, hello. Christine says, nothing. We're going bonkers. I'm in South Florida, and it's worse here than before. I heard that, Christine. Yeah, one of the other ladies. No, wait. Who was it? I was just talking to somebody the other day that has a shop there, and she said it's horrible there. But, I mean, what can you do in Florida? I mean, is there any kind of a day trip that you could take? It's probably really extremely hot there. So is there anything you could do, like a nighttime drive, a nighttime picnic somewhere? Get into your artwork, you know. Christine, your boyfriend lost his job. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, sister. I am so sorry. I will pray for you and your boyfriend, you guys. It's, you know what? It's coming at us in all directions, isn't it? That's for sure. Lindsay, she says she's painting a drop cloth staging wall while my family is on vacation. Awesome. Is there, maybe there's something you could get into while you're at home? If you're going to have your boyfriend around a little bit longer, Christine, maybe you guys could jump into a little project that maybe you've been wanting to do and you just haven't had time because you haven't had your boyfriend there to help. So maybe you guys could do like a fun project together at the house. Yes, girl, you get those paints out before I will come for you. Come after you, girl. Don't make me come after you. You know I will. You know I'll do it. All right, let me look for another color. Let's see. The one purple that I wanted to use is just about gone. It's just violet. It's nothing. See if I can get a little more out. Not great times. I know, sister. It is not. We are all on the same boat here. And, you know, I guess at this point, we have to think of, I guess, what we do have and what we can do instead of what we can't do. And lots of praying, lots of prayers at this point in our life, right? Okay, lots of prayers. My video is pausing. I'm so sorry. Not sure why. I'm going to use the violet. It looks kind of dark, but it's a little bit brighter than what it's showing. Anybody else having trouble with the video pausing? I feel like I need some more here. I'll go right over some of that I've already put in. That's okay. So now we can do that. Right? We can do that. Sure. Nope. Do you work with the 8-ounce DIY paint? I'm trying to picture the size. Wait, what? Do you mean like when I paint art? Sometimes, I mean, a lot of times I put them in these bottles. I don't know, Renee, if I don't know if I'm answering your question correctly. But anyway, I'm going to add this up here because I can do that, right? It's a good thing about these. Layering. Remember to go around your sides. Canvas too, if you'd like to. You don't have to do that, but I like to. Because I like it, just because. No idea what style of flower this is or anything. We're not really going for a specific, you know, flower of any sort. I do have, like I said, those of you that have been contacting me on the website looking for, you know, specific colors, and I have a big load that just came in yesterday, so I did get a ton of colors in. However, my big top will be on the next load, so it's still coming in. So, I missed the beginning. Are we just continually guessing numbers? Lindsay, there's a note on the screen. It says, pick a number 1 to 5. I'm going to send somebody a little thing of paint. You don't have to do anything. I mean, if you don't want paint, don't put a number down, but if you want some paint and you get the right number, I wrote it down. It's right here in front of me. Thanks, Nancy. You're so sweet. Okay, I don't know what we're guessing for. Came in for the florals, but what a fun surprise. Yeah, so the 8-ounce paint, is that what you're wanting to see, is what size you're going to win? I'll go grab you an 8-ounce tub. Hold on. I'll show you. Boom. So this is the nice little size that I'm going to send to one of you. You don't have to do anything special, guys, either. You don't have to share. You don't have to whatever. You can if you want, just just because you're nice, but you don't have to. Anybody that, I'm just looking for the number to come up. Let me see if I even see it. To go clear to the beginning. I don't think anybody has the number yet. Clear to the beginning. Usually when I do giveaways, I have somebody in here helping me. Thanks, Judy. She said she loves the owl. And the first, it's going to be, the number that I've written down is going to have to be the first one that I see on my screen, because I see 2 different, I've got YouTube on here as well as Facebook. So the first one that I see on my screen, you're just going to have to trust me. This is a trustworthy face though, right? Okay, well, I found a winner, okay? So you guys can quit guessing unless you want to. Here's the winner. Stacy Ritter. Stacy, look at that. Number 48. Way to go, girly. So if you can, Stacy, I know I sent things, I think, to you before, but Stacy, go ahead and send me your address so I can send this little surprise out to you. Maggie says, I drove 1,700 miles to come stay with my 93-year-old dad. I'm super busy cleaning and reorganizing the house and watching the 4-year-old for my daughter so she can work. Using art to stay sane. That's awesome, Maggie. I bet you are just such a joy to have to help your dad right now. He's got to be so pleased to have you there. Yeah, Christine, you could have guessed more than once, but we've already found a winner. Congrats! Yay, Stacy! So happy for you, sister. So cool, right? So cool. It was a happy surprise. It surprised me too. Oh, I'm such a goober. Oh well, at least I know it. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. The one thing that I do want to add is I see a couple of areas that don't have the yellow middles, so I'm going to add some of the bright yellow to the middle. A couple of those. Darn, I thought you said pick a number between 1 and 5. Oh, Joan, you're funny. I'll have more. I'll have some more giveaways. How about that? How about that? That's how we'll deal with that. I do like to do just things like that every once in a while, just to, you know how it is when you get something new. It's like when you get a new blouse, and the first thing you want to do is you want to get cleaned up so you can wear your new blouse. So that's what I feel like with paint and paint supplies and things like that. When you get something new, it encourages you to pull those brushes out and get that canvas out and just explore and have fun. And you guys remember, I mean, it's just between you and the canvas. Okay, it's just between you and the canvas. It doesn't have to be, you know, don't go into it with this perfect expectation, right? Let it happen, let it flow, let yourself enjoy the process. Okay, don't take that away from the process. Don't take the joy away by trying to achieve just perfection with every little stroke and every little thing that you do, right? Give yourself permission just to enjoy the feel of slapping the paint on the canvas, watching it drip, moving it around. Sometimes it'll get muddy. I mean, if you don't know your colors, and a really good rule of thumb is work in layers, and you're going to work with like your cool colors first or your warm colors first. You're going to wait till it dries before you add the other. So one or the other. If I want to paint some cushions for my patio using DIY, do I have to mix anything with it, like a fabric medium? I would. I think I would. Yes, I would add textile medium to it and thin it down so that it absorbs into the fibers, and then you will want to heat set it. Okay, so, but yeah, that should work out good for you. And then you want to make sure you put a some kind of a top coat on it as well. Heat set it. See that yellow that I'm adding? This is really, really making it pop, isn't it? It's kind of pulling it all together, so to speak. Let's pull this out. A little bit bigger up there. Yes, I'm liking it. Any other questions? I'm going to give you guys a little. Hi, Deanne. Yes, girl. Good to see your face. Yes, yes, yes. I'll give you a close-up here. If you can hang on, I'll try to make it so it's not quite so bumpy. So you can see that golden ticket. Can you see the shimmer from it? I'm going to take you over to the side so you can really see. The depth to it. I'm not done yet, but I just thought that would be a great place to kind of stop with all of you. I know I showed you guys a lot today. Kathleen is asking, should I heat set with like a heat gun? I would actually use an iron. I don't know if your cushions, like if they have covers or what, but I would definitely use an iron and I would heat set it. Okay. And that's going to just kind of like hold it right like that. Thanks, Jean and Melanie. Any other questions? I think we've covered them all. So, okay, so the one thing I'm going to do before, right when I get off here, is I'm going to drop the link for this piece behind me because it just came in yesterday. I just put it on the website this morning, so it's brand new. It's beautiful, beautiful piece. So if you like boho, farmhouse, shabby chic, this covers all of those. So very unique. You won't see another piece like it. So I will make sure I drop the link. So thanks so much for hanging out, ladies. Make sure you guys take care of yourself, not just physically, but mentally too. Find peace every day.